Yo, and welcome back to the channel from Nosy B, Madagascar. So, here we are at 50 years old. Did I mention it was my birthday the other day? Now 50. Oof, the big 50. How do I feel? Do I feel any different? How old do I actually feel? Most of the time I feel like I'm about 25, 28, somewhere around there, I reckon, in health and movement and body-wise. My body's pretty good, like, there's not much problems with my body. My teeth have got a few problems though, I haven't looked after them. Living in Africa, before I lived here, I looked after them, and then since I've been here, I haven't really. I paid a couple of visits when I've had a toothache and got a filling or something like that, but I haven't really been to orthodontists or anything like that and looked after my teeth properly, which I should have done. So I suspect I'm going to have quite a few of them pulled out and get some turkey teeth. That's what I need. That's what I'm thinking I need. The 7 grand, 7,000 euros, I reckon. That's what I'm estimating for me trip to Turkey, and have me a full set of nice shiny white pearly teeth. Very, 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 very nice for the bazaar. Very nice indeed. Whether I'll get pain for the rest of my life from my gums or from the way they put them in, or whether they'll fall out after a year or so, I don't know. That's the downside, I guess. But apart from that, my body's pretty good. I do plan on, as I've mentioned, sort of hanging my boots up, giving up, moving on in life, because at the end of the day, at the moment, I think it's a good transition period to change your life 50 and look towards retirement, towards enjoying life a bit more, towards vacations, holidays. That's what I'm thinking, like, spend more time with the family and the kids and enjoy life, like, And your kids aren't going to be young forever, like, So I'd like to do that. I'd like to do a lot of things, to be honest with you. I don't know where to stop. I don't know where to draw the line. I'm good at giving advice, but actually taking it myself, I don't always do that, That's the problem. But because I'd like to, in one way, to just relax, stop doing loads of different businesses and all that. Just have me little passive income that's solid from the UK. Live on that money, and obviously now I've got apartments, I'm going to have to rent them out and get money from them, so the apartment's money as well. But the rest of it, I really don't have to own any of it, and I've got loads of things like land and plans to do this, and I'll plan to do that, and a bar in Julia, and I just need to sell it all and move on. The best thing, after what I can advise to help anybody who's watching this video who's thinking of living in Madagascar or Nosy B or wherever, is the best thing, in my opinion, to do in Nosy B or in Madagascar is to do nothing at all. Literally do nothing and be happy, be free. Go for a cup of coffee, go down the beach, go do things you enjoy doing, play a game of dominoes, a game of chess with your friend, read a book, go for a boat trip, buy a little motorbike and go on a little motorbike trip every Wednesday afternoon. I don't know what you like to do, play golf. But there's many opportunities, tennis, there's many sports that you can do, football obviously. Get involved, Get involved in a different type of life where it's not about money, it's about enjoyment, doing things you like. That's really what I want to do. Will I get there? I don't know, because I'm hyperactive and I like to do business, I like to be busy. So I don't know whether I can just relax and take it easy. Hopefully I can. With a bit of luck, I can do that, I can relax. So that's my plan with that. Probably not a good time to come to Nosy B or Madagascar at the moment, in my opinion. There is Mpox going around. There's problems with the fuel. The fuel's not here, obviously. It's a worldwide problem, the fuel. But there's problem with fuel, problems. The currency rates have dropped like 5% in the last few months. They were like 6,000 to the pound not so long ago. Now it's like 4-6 or something. They've dropped like 5% plus. So is a euro, so is a dollar. So that's not brilliant at the moment. I think there is going to be better times to come on holiday to Madagascar than there is at the moment, to be honest with you. So my advice is probably stay away at least until this Iran war's over with and fuel's back to normal. Because obviously if you come here on holiday, you want to go on boat trips, you want taxis, you want cars, to drive you around and tuk-tuks or whatever. They need fuel. If they got no fuel, you're walking. You know what I mean? And that's obviously not so easy for a foreigner in the red hot heat, you know. On other subjects, I see Elon Musk is planning on teleporting 3 planets the size of Jupiter into our solar system. That's what his end goal would be. I don't know whether it's true. I think it is, to be honest with you. I think that he actually did say that. That's his plan. That's what he'd like to do. And obviously that's far easier for us. If we just pull up, like, get another Jupiter or 2 and just pull them up next to Earth. And then we've got, like, a bit more space, more minerals, more things to do. It'd be like a whole new world, literally. A whole new world. Now, I like that plan. That's a good plan. I hope he does that, like, in the next few years. I'll be looking forward to that. But Mpox, I'm not looking forward to that. I've had my jab. You can get a free jab in most hotels. No, most hospitals, I should say. Most hospitals in Madagascar, you get a free jab. And you go back 28 days later and have another jab. That's your booster top-up. The first jab lasts for a year. The second jab will last for 5 years, and you'll be covered for Mpox. Because it's spreading. In Diego, there's a lot of cases. I'm not too sure about other places, but in Nosy Be, 2 of my staff have got it, who work for one side of my business. They've got it, and then a couple of friends have got it, of my wife's. It's going around, definitely going around, and there's people with it walking around, just minding their own business, just walking around willy-nilly, going shopping and stuff in the high street and that, with Mpox, pretending it doesn't matter, it'll go away, it's just some spots. If you pick them, that's where you end up with scars, apparently. Not good at all. And then obviously on top of that, you've got Hep A, typhoid, syphilis, gonorrhea, malaria, HIV. Fucking, the list is long, innit? You know, the list is long. So you be prepared when you come on holidays here, or if you're living here, get prepared. At least get yourself an Mpox jab. And if you're sleeping around, get yourself on PrEP at least. You can get that free as well in the hospital here, in the main hospital. Fuel problems. At the moment, it's not too bad. There is fuel at the moment, I do believe. But sometimes you've got to go at 2 o'clock in the morning and queue up for an hour to grab it. Other times before that, it was like 3 days. People sitting in tuk-tuks for 3 days waiting to get 5 litres of fuel. Like, craziness. Like, I stocked up. I bought some. I paid over the odds for it and bought some and stocked up. I've got like 240 litres. This guy's just been beaten up down here now. This kid. Beat him up like he's caught this other guy, like, I don't know if it's his brother or whatever, his mate, but he's constantly slapping him, and not hard, like, just playfully, I think, but he made him cry this time, like, whipping him. He's got a whip and he goes around whipping kids like the kid. Right, bully boy, like. Yeah, never mind. Enough of Elon Musk, enough of fuel problems and Mpox. But what else could I talk about in this video that I'd like to talk about? I've got a lot of things I'd like to talk about, really. I'd like to talk a lot, so you're probably best tuning in till the end. If you're still with me now, I probably should imagine you'll be here till the end anyway. Most people have lost interest in the first 5 minutes. Work versus retirement. When's it best to retire? When do you need to hang your boots up? This question has been pondering on my brain for years now. And I think I'm there. I think the time is now. The time is now. How long have I got left? 25 years. Have I got enough money to last me 25 years? Yes. The answer is yes. Yes, I have. So why not hang me boots up very soon? I'm going to start to get organised. I'm going to organise my UK properties. Either remortgage them, probably not, or sell them, probably. I'll probably sell them. I don't know which way to go. The rich and the clever investors, they never sell them. They just hold them for life until they die. But if doing that, I'm going to pay a big inheritance bill, or at least my wife and children. My children are, you know. So that's not good. So I think to downgrade a few of the properties, clear the mortgages off, because I've got little mortgages on each property, on 3 of them anyway, on 3 houses, of around about £130,000 altogether. So it's a small amount. Sell one of the houses, I can clear the whole mortgages for all 3 houses, and then the other houses will be worth, like, I don't know, 125 each or something. So that's good. That's good. Maybe more, maybe 150 each. So that's alright. I've got 300 grand in cash there. And 300 grand in cash, I spend 25 grand a year. 300 grand is 12 years, yeah? Is that right? Yeah, 12 years. 12 years! I've got 12 years worth of money there. And then I've still got me main asset, which is my car park in Liverpool. And that's worth at least, I don't know, more than that, a lot more than that. Like, so let's say another 20 years for that. So I've got like 32 years worth of life, of money left sitting there if it just stopped today. And that doesn't include me stocks portfolio, anything I own in Madagascar, including the apartments and my bar in Tuliam, land plots everywhere, hectares down in the south. I've got nice land in Nosy Bay, a few plots. I'm doing alright, like, you know, I've got the other business, renting a few motorbikes. So realistically, I don't need to do it. So I think now is the time to really change my life, move on in life. I want to free me time up so I can have a coffee when I want, so I can enjoy life. I do want to do business still, because I'm hyperactive. I can't stop that. So I'm always going to do a bit of business. But what I'm thinking, instead of doing small things, is to learn to value my time more, which is something that everybody should do. A lot of people don't value their time properly. I think I should get a piece of paper and say, how much do I need to earn a year? Let's call it 100 million Ari a year. I need to earn extra on top of my apartments and my UK income, just to keep myself busy and entertained pretty much. I need to do business. And I need to win at business. I don't want to lose, because losing at business makes you depressed, doesn't it? And I don't want to be depressed. I've been there. It's not nice. It's not something I need, not something I want. So I'm thinking of changing my whole business round, renting these apartments and just buying land and selling it, flipping it, land banking, land flipping, and also I'm thinking cars and nice motorbikes from Antananarivo and send them back to Nosy Be. So I fly to Tanner, say, yeah, I'll have that car, I'll have those 5 motorbikes, send them. Yeah, so I would driver send the car, motorbikes go by lorry. And when they arrive, I get the mechanic to check them over, fix them up if they need fixing up, and sell them on. Sell the land, sell the motorbikes, sell the car, take the money, go back to Tanner when I feel like it. If I want 2 months off between it, I can have 2 months off and then go back 2 months later and say, yeah, give us 2 cars this time. And do that. I want to spend time travelling Madagascar, seeing Madagascar. That's why I came here in the first place, was just to enjoy Madagascar. And I don't get to enjoy it. Like most foreigners, they come here and they get some stupid idea in their head. Like they've been like an accountant all their life in Geneva, yeah? And they retire to Madagascar, they get here, their body's already old and tired, and they think, I've got a great idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open a beach bar. I'm going to open a restaurant. They got no idea, they don't know nothing about restaurants or beach bars or anything like that. And that's what they're going to do. It's craziness, like, you know, to do anything like that, get stuck into a business that you know nothing about. Or even do a business that you do know about when you get here. Because you don't know Madagascar like you know your home country. You shouldn't do anything here for the first 2 years. Don't do anything. That's the mistake that many people that are watching this video have made. They've said they've come here and they've gone mental. I did it myself. I went mental when I first came here. I had the best car, the best quad bike, the best motorbike in the village like I was living in. It was craziness, and I had a ball. I gave loads of money to the villagers, helped them out. I gave people work. I tried to create businesses there. And realistically, I shouldn't have done any of it. I should have come here when I was 37 like I did, and just relaxed. Took it easy, you know what I mean? Invested my profit into the S&P 500 and been happy in life. That's what I should have done. Did I do that? No! No, I didn't do that. Didn't do that at all, did I? But happy birthday, 50 years old. Have I wasted my life? Definitely not. I haven't wasted my life. I've had a great life. I've had a fantastic life. If I died tomorrow, I'd be happy. It's no problem. Don't you worry about me, yeah? I don't want you losing sleep over me dying. right? Because if it happens, it's no problems. People say to me, have you got travel insurance? What happens if you're ill? I've got nothing. If I'm ill, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. And maybe dead. And that's life. Life is life. Life is life. Bum, 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 bum. You notice you start singing more as you get older. Strange, isn't it? Any old song that comes into your mind, you start singing it. Any words at all like that could match a possible song, you're onto it. Boom, I'm onto it direct. I'm glad to be away from the UK though, and be here. I'm happy to be in Madagascar, even if I am stuck in Nosy B, in my house or in my building site. I'm happy. I'm very happy with that. UK, like, I don't know what to say about it. I'm a bit, to be honest, what would I say about the UK? The word I'd use for the UK is disappointed. That's the word I'd use. I'm disappointed. Now, I thought that it was a better country than it is today. I know it used to be. As far as I'm concerned, it used to be a better country 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 40 years ago than it is today. That's what I believe. Definitely 40 years ago, 30 years ago, defo. It was a fantastic country to live in. Life was good. Life was great for most people. Most people enjoyed life. Now, it's not the same, like. It's not the same at all. I'm glad to be out of there, like. That's one of the best decisions of my life, was moving away from the UK, getting out of there. But I'm still tied up, aren't I, into that country. They've still got me. I'm still a British citizen with a passport, a British passport, you know. I still pay tax in the UK. I've still got mortgages, loans that I need to clear off. I still have to pay capital gains tax. I've still got to file my tax return. There's many things that they've got me on. I've got to drive sensibly when I'm there. When you're there, there's cameras everywhere to watch what you're doing. You get fined if you make this mistake, fined if you make that mistake. It's just bollocks, isn't it? It's just bollocks, like the Western world. So I'm glad to be away from that, like. Madagascar's a lot easier. You can have a real nice life here, but if you want, you can also worry about everything. About it being too hot, about mosquitoes, about tropical diseases, about insurance, about safety, health and safety, work environments, dust. The list goes on. You can worry. Fish in the sea, dangerous fish. There's many things, you know, a bit of rusty metal. You're going to lose your leg's getting cut off because it's infected. Infections are a nightmare, an absolute nightmare, infections. Unbelievable infections, like. You get a little scratch, it gets infected. You need to get on antibiotics. As soon as you get a little scratch, you need to go, oh, little scratch, antibiotics course. That's what you need to do. Otherwise you're dead. Brown bread. Own nothing and be happy. That's what they say. That's the New World Order, isn't it? Own nothing and be happy. What does that mean exactly? What it means is that you'll rent your house, you'll rent your phone, you'll rent the TV subscriptions, you'll rent your music subscriptions, you'll rent your life. Everything's rented. Free. Your car might be on finance, but it's on finance for 3 years on a bubble payment. You don't pay the bubble. you give the car back. So it's basically a loan. The phone, the same thing. Contract. 3-year contract. After the 3-year contract, hey, Mr. Jones, we'd love to give you an option of a brand new telephone for a 3-year another contract. Sign here on the dotted line. Give us your autograph, son. That's how it is. You know, and people have fell into that trap. Own nothing and be happy. And people are happy, aren't they? They're happy. They've got Netflix, they've got the new iPhone 16, 17, whatever it is. They're happy. Living their life, enjoying life. But they own nothing, they've got nothing. The next generation is going to have absolutely nothing. Like, they can't even get a mortgage. It used to be easy to get a mortgage. I self-certed myself when I was on the dole. I was on benefits. And I self-certed myself to say, yeah, I can afford it. I signed there. Sign there. Can you afford it? Yes, I can. I self-certed myself on mortgages. Got the house. I moved in. About 2 weeks later, I'd seen the neighbour a few times, waved to him. 2 weeks later, he plucked up the courage to say hello over the fence. And he says, hello, how are you doing? I'm Ronnie. I said, oh, nice to meet you, Ronnie. I said, how's things? You know, how's things? And he said, yeah, it's good. Like, he said, when's your wife and children moving in? I was like, what? I ain't got a wife and children. He said, well, why have you bought a 3-bedroom house then? I said, I like a big living room. You don't get a big living room with a bed sit or a 1-bedroom, do you? He was like, shocked, couldn't believe it. People think in different ways, you know what I mean? And I thought, get out of England while you can. Great country it used to be. I don't know what it's like anymore. I've lost track of it. I've been away too long. Fair enough, I've been back a few times for a week or two, like, but I've lost track of England. Don't know what it's like. And I don't want to go back there anytime soon. See some kid who did a backflip out of a pickup truck in Thailand died the other day. The family turned the life support off or something. Crazy world. And but they're asking now for like hundreds of thousands on one of these GoFundMe things. Hundreds of thousands to get his body from Thailand back to the UK or wherever it is, Germany or wherever he is, I don't know. But Thailand's great. Like, it's a great place to be buried. You know what I mean? You don't forget about going home, flying a dead body back home. You're dead. What do you need to go home for? It's all right. You come to live in Thailand, or you come to holiday to Thailand. You obviously enjoyed it. Stay there. Get buried there. It's all right. I don't see what the problem is with getting buried in where you drop. I'm happy with that. Put me in the gutter. I'm happy. There's no problem with me being buried in Madagascar. In fact, I want to be buried in Madagascar. I don't want to be buried in the UK. Forget it. Don't need that, you know. The Matrix and corruption, though. Let's talk a bit about that. Corruption. I didn't think that corruption was such a big thing. Obviously, corruption is not a bad thing if you've got money. If you haven't got money to pay for corruption, then then you've got a problem. Then it's a bad thing. Seriously though, on a serious note, yeah, obviously it's a bad thing. Corruption's not a good thing, is it? A lot of people have got nothing because other people take everything. There's one guy there at the moment, it's in an article today, I think he's like the mayor of somewhere or other, some place in Madagascar, mainland Madagascar, and there's been a container with 50 million Ariaris worth of charity stuff being sent to him as the leader of the pack, and he said to the pack, I'm keeping it, that's it, we're over, we're done. And he's kept it. He's had the container taken directly to his land and locked it behind the gate. Said, I'm keeping everything in there, all the pens, pencils, paper, whatever it is for schools, the whole lot, I'm keeping it. Greedy. Do I believe in karma? Yeah. What goes around comes around, for certain, like. I've seen people doing bad things and the next thing, they're brown bread, they're dead. Seen it happen around me like many times. Very, very strange indeed, like. But you got to plan your life, haven't you? You got to make some sort of a plan. You can't plan forever. Maybe you can't plan forever. I think I can probably plan forever, me. But I think most people can't plan forever. Because life changes, people die, people divorce, people move on in life, people marry, people have children, get a new dog, get a new cat called Sam. You know what I mean? People do different things. But me, I think I can plan my life for the rest of it. And obviously, Nosy B is probably the best place for me to be based because my family's here. And get a second base, find somewhere where aeroplanes fly out, international airport, Nosy B. So where can I go internationally? Fairly locally, that's a good second base. Maybe Tanzania, Mauritius might be a good choice. Possibly Italy. And get a place there, and a place in the sun. I want a place in the sun. Buy a plot of land and build a little house. Why not do that? You know. Be happy, a little side hustle, side hobby for me to do. Build a house abroad. But obviously, it's time consuming, isn't it? You know. It'll be a headache as well. Like I say, it's not like I say. I don't always take my own advice. Like I say, do nothing at all. You know, best plan to do. And here's me planning. Let's get a house abroad. And don't do it. Put the money on the stock market, on the S&P, and enjoy your life. Take the profits as you need them, slowly but surely. That's the way to go, innit? Life planning. You gotta plan your life, though. Plan your life. You need financial support in your retirement, so you either need a pension, which is really good, and for most people's pensions, I bet they're not enough. Like. And you're going to need like a couple of rental properties, probably, some stocks. You're all good to go, Structure your investment so it's tax savvy. You know, that's the way to do it. That's the way to be. Freedom pretty much costs nothing. You can go down the beach here and be free, sit there, enjoy the waves and the sea breeze. It doesn't cost anything, does it? Best things in life are free. That's what I believe. But it is nice to have things. I'd love to have like a Land Cruiser for, I don't know, $60,000, something like that. I'd love to have a big piece of land, 3,000 square metres, and build a big house for my family and a swimming pool and some villas to rent out as a little business as well, a little side hustle. Love to do that. Will I do it? Maybe, maybe not. I invested in a stock called Bitmine Immersion Technologies. It's run by or chairman by Tom Lee, big time investor guy on Wall Street. It's a good company, it's a solid company, but it's backed by owns a lot of Ethereum, owns a bit of Beast Industries from Mr. Beast, owns a little bit of that, owns a little bit of 8Co Holdings, I think it is, another WorldCoin based crypto backed company. Bit of a gamble, and it hasn't paid off so far. I'm losing dollar, but I'm not losing because I'm not cashing out. I believe in the company. I believe it's going to do well. I believe in cryptocurrency and Ethereum, and I think if I leave what I've got in for 5 years, it's going to be worth well over $1 million. That's what I'm thinking. So that's what I'm planning to do with that money. I'm going to leave it there for a long time. Being hyperactive it's hard to leave things there. You know, you're always thinking, oh, let's change that, let's do this. I'm bored now, let's do something else. It's very hard to keep yourself focused on something long term. But I've done it with me car park, I've done it with me houses, and I'm pretty certain I can do it with me stocks. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit on that. I'm building my stocks up so that I can retire in the future on that money. For now, I'm happy to see how it's all going, but I am constantly thinking about ways to downgrade the work ethic and the hours I put in and the money I'm making. I don't particularly need any of that, so I'm thinking, let's move on in life, let's have a good time, and let's move into the next sector of my life. That's my plan. Looking after family, looking after friends, enjoying life, enjoying Madagascar. How long have I got? 25 years maximum. I remember when my dad was the same age as me, 50. Did I tell you it was my birthday the other day? Did I tell you that? Yeah, I remember when it was my dad. Dad was 50. And he was old. You know what I mean? He was an old man. 50. Old guy. I was a kid. And I'd look at him and think, wow, you're old. Wow. And here I am now, at the same age as him. And it seems like yesterday that was. So life goes by pretty quick. Life moves on fast. If you don't stop and look around in a while, you can miss it. Got that from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, the film. Yep, that's the way to go. Don't miss life. Don't miss life. Make decisions. Stick to them and do them. I know loads of people that are halfway there and halfway not. They're stuck halfway in the West and they're half into Madagascar. They got a wife here, or they got a girlfriend here, or they got a family here, and they still can't get out. They can't break free of the matrix. They can't break free. You got to find a way to break free and find freedom, find happiness. Do you need $10,000 a month? Probably not. Do you need it if you're staying in Los Angeles? Probably, yeah. If you're gonna go to Africa, to Madagascar, to Thailand, Philippines, Cambodia, Colombia, Brazil, Botswana, Tanzania, South Africa, if you're gonna go to any of these countries, you obviously don't need 10,000. You need $2,500 a month, euros a month, pounds a month, maybe 3,000 a month. Live like a king, live well. Little family, no problem. Car, no problem. Want a little motorbike, no problem. Holiday abroad, no problem. $3,000 a month, it's possible. You can have a nice life. So you need not so much money, 36 grand. Times that by 25, you're going to get like, I don't know, 750. You need 750,000 and you can live the nice life. Realistically, 550 is enough. $1 million's very sweet. 1.5 million, you're kicking ass, you're getting there, you're doing really well. Give up now. hit 2 million, come to live in Africa, you're taking the piss. You're going to have loads of dollar. You're going to have 40 grand a year off 2 million. Big dollar to spend every year for the rest of your life. So, I don't know. I'm trying to encourage you to come. Obviously, you don't have to go abroad. You don't have to move abroad. You don't have to retire. You can stay working in your job until you're 70. It's up to you, innit? You can do your own little thing. You don't have to make plans. You don't have to plan your finances, plan your life, plan your day, plan your week, plan your year. You don't have to do any of that. I'm just advised that you should do. You should have it on paper. You should have it on paper. I've got plans and plans and plans on paper. Sometimes I've got to spend a day just taking the plans from one piece of paper and putting them onto another piece of paper. It's time consuming, and that's where, like I say, you've got to value your time. Anyway, I'm going to do another video on my little Hunter motorbike. Here it is, my little Hunter. I'm going to do a video on that. Go around Nosy B, do a little video, let you see what's happening in Nosy B. We'll talk a bit more about it. That's it. There you go. I'm out. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.